Hi. So it's thundering a little bit outside and raining. So if you hear that in the background, it's a nice little background. And my dog's scared of the thunder. So if you hear whining, I was going to do this another time, but I just decided to do it now. So I wanted to talk about what I see energetically and what I understand right now about addiction, some of the addiction energy I see. And I understand I'm not an expert, but I also know that I really do see and hear and feel and know things, even if I don't know it perfectly or understand everything yet. So I'm just going to share a little bit of what I see and understand. First of all, there's no shame in having addiction energy of any kind. I almost want to say every single person on this planet has it. But what it stems from energetically, when I'm looking at it energetically, I'm not talking from a scientific point of view, even in a psychological point of view. I just am talking about the energy that I sense. It is, and some of this is going to make sense to you anyway, but there's like a void that wants to be filled. So people turn to addictions of all kinds, and they're trying to fill the emptiness and the longing that they feel. And actually, it's like, I kind of feel like it's especially, they want some love. It's a like that true love energy. They are craving it and missing it. I personally think some of it may even go back to, we want to be back with our heavenly parents and we're on this earth. There can be lots of reasons for it. But especially with addiction energy, it doesn't go away just if you stop doing something. That energy is actually still there. You have to release the energy and go to the core of the problem to get rid of that energy. You can do things like change some habits, and you might not see that addiction come up, but you'll start, as many people have even said and noticed, another addiction might creep up, or another whatever it is. Now going into something like pornography, and I just want to get rid of any shame someone might feel listening to this. There's no condemning here. I'm just saying what I'm seeing energetically and what I'm understanding. When you look at pornography, though, as an addiction, or even just looking at it, just you choosing to look at it, there is what I sense energetically, it actually opens up dark portals. That may sound really weird to people, but it's like, if you talk about spiritually, how it affects you spiritually, this is actually kind of like on a spiritual level when I talk about portals. And you really can open up so that dark things, people say demons, but dark things can actually come into your space and affect you, and you don't even realize it, but they also can affect people that you share space with. So if you have a struggle with pornography and you say, you think it's just affecting you, it actually is not. It's affecting your home and your family, because the energy, in an energy wise, it actually is opening up energy places. Sometimes if a person knows how to shield themselves really well, they can kind of block some of that energy, but it is a learning process, and it's hard, and actually it can, I'm just going to say it, but it can actually be some abusive energy, because there's dark things don't care about harming you or affecting you or giving you struggles or dark thoughts or dark whatever it is. The other thing with pornography, and this is, like, I know people have religious standpoints on pornography, why they don't like it, but this is what I'm going to say energetically. It actually, when you do it, you are willingly giving your sex energy, your creative energy. So it's often sex energy, right? Because it's because it's a different kind of energy than maybe than just Cretan energy, right? But it is actually, you are participating in, this might shock and make some people uncomfortable, but you're actually participating in, on an energetic level, with slave trafficking, sex trafficking, soul trafficking, because there is such a thing. People can actually steal parts of you and you gave them permission, but then you're in bondage to it, right? Maybe not right like you knew that, but I honestly can sense that, and I'm not being dramatic. I can often sense sometimes when someone else is struggling with that kind of addiction, because there is a true energy like feeling. And it's not shaming. Like, I think the shame actually can make the chains worse and make it harder to get out of an addiction, like a pornography or anything. So you want to get rid of the shame, because that does no good. But yeah, it's like a real energy thing. And so it's an interesting thing to sense and to feel. But you can have addictions like, sugar addictions, or like exercise addictions, or whatever addiction it is. And there's a reason you're having that addiction, and there's some kind of energy behind it. And there's something that needs to be cleared or addressed, or both, or get to the root of that problem. And sometimes that's not an easy thing. It takes time. Sometimes there's layers, and sometimes you can go right to the root of it. It's a fun little journey, I guess. But I'm not an expert. I am just saying, again, I'm repeating, I'm just saying what I sense energetically. And I will be bold to say I do have some gifts to be able to sense some of that. It doesn't mean I'm always perfect with my gifts or even understand them perfectly, but I have gotten better at understanding what I'm feeling and sensing in general. And by the way, and I don't ever try to pry into someone's energy when I can sometimes sense their struggles. It is, I never try to pry in someone's energy on purpose, because I feel like that's wrong. But sometimes something pops up when I'm not even like trying to see it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, sometimes I can. So anyway, it's just something I just wanted to share. I don't know why that's been on my mind about some of that addiction energy, but it's a real thing. And I just wanted to share how I kind of see it energetically. So anyway, I love you guys. See ya. Bye.